Xbox does what Nintendo Genesis. It's comics and shots, aka comics and drinks, for now until my throat gets better. A completely improvised semi-comedic musing by Howard Stern's Mick the Nerd, aka YouTube and TikTok's Mick the Man, aka Mick the Maverick, aka guy who's seeing Deadpool and Wolverine tomorrow, 1:30 matinee showing. I know I would like to see the midnight showing too, or the first night showing, but getting home is such a pain. And it's like, if this is maybe if this is like Spider-Man Homecoming, I don't know, but even then, renting an Airbnb to just see a movie kind of seems excessive now, and in retrospect. And yes, I did do that. Today's subject: the Marvel QR code controversy. I thought that was only with one issue of X-Men. Turns out they're doing it with several issues. Yeah, for those of you who found this on your For You page somehow, I really emphasize somehow, as my long form videos don't really get that many views. Still gonna make them, babies, but you know. At one of the early issues of X-Men, it didn't feature the final page within the physical book. The final page had a QR code, and they would ask you to scan the QR code, and then you would read the last page on your phone. Yeah. And that's like, I don't want to say NFT logic, but it's similar. It's like, my God, with webtoons and Tapas, they give you the option to read several comics early, but with this, you're just making reading comics annoying. It's like it's 99% of the story, all for you to see and dance around with. But there's one page you need an electronic device in order to fully entertain. And I feel that this is going to be so annoying that no one's going to buy the single issues. They're probably just going to buy the trades. And thing is, with comic book companies, they rely both on single issue buyers who are impatient and trade issue buyers who are patient, play both angles. It makes perfect sense. If you annoy the single issue buyers to just get them into doing the trade paperbacks, you're losing a revenue stream. This is a horrible, horrible idea. And I'm just kind of worried if they adopt this into trade paperbacks as well. It's like, what if they make it so that they don't have the ending of the trade paperback? It's like, buy the book for $30 and pay $10 more to read all of it. That's the future. That's the future of books, people. And it scares the shit out of me. It's one thing to make the first chapter free, and then make the entire rest of it you gotta pay for. But it's another thing when you gotta you pay for most of it, but they won't give you exactly the last page. And if it's some pointless epilogue that sets up the series, maybe, but I've heard they interrupted monologues too, and that's not cool, man. Previews for the next issue? Why, Marvel? Why? This is kind of why I prefer the movies for Marvel a lot of the time. With DC, it's kind of the inverse. I like the comics more than the movies. Marvel, I kind of like the movies more than the comics. And I'm in battery saver mode. What? 25%. Still recording, thankfully. Yeah. It's a dangerous slope. It's borderline NFT. And let's get real here. Those last page, like, websites, the last page website, that's not gonna be around there forever. And it's like you pray to whatever nerd-hating god us nerds pray to, that someone on archive.org, like, keeps all, like, the comics for everybody to read in the future, because once that website's gone, it's gone. It's like Marvel Entertainment Comics Division. I'm not saying people should boycott you, but I'm saying you should release the issues that have the stupid QR code and just have the final page in there. What do you actually gain on this? Like, just to know how many people actually bought the comics? Is this like when TV networks make their own stupid app so, like, people can watch the shows on there? You know? Ugh. But even then, they didn't make it so that you could only watch it on your apps, or you need the app to watch the show. You can watch it on, like, TV or DVR it or how it is babble-de-doo. This is annoying. You shouldn't annoy your customers after they bought the comic already. It's super annoying. Stop it. Ugh. Stop it, Marvel. Stop it. You got all that Disney money. What do you need to annoy people by data mining with? Although, really, subject of Disney money and the amount of books you make in general, Marvel, maybe release like 20 books less. It's a known fact that DC makes 50-odd books and Marvel makes like 90-odd books a year. I feel you should scale down a little bit. Like, dear Lord, we all know you have like 12 X books coming out this year. Even one about the Sentinels, and it's like, don't get me wrong, interesting idea, but did Bastion knockoffs really deserve their own, like, spin-off? I mean, they're probably all gonna die anyway. Did Dazzler deserve her own new spin-off? Stop pretending that there's more than just 3 Dazzler fans, Marvel. And stop with the QR code bullshit. It's gonna lead to some dumb bullshit, and it's not as bad as that stupid comic creator website where you were, like, basically mining fans for ideas and claiming to publish them. That was worse, but this is at least really, really, really annoying. So please, stop it. Scabby. Me. Hey that. Like, comment, and subscribe. Donate if you're feeling nice. Share it with a bear, and always remember, praise be to the blood elk, fear the stabopotamus, and death to Kronos. Really, this is somehow more annoying than when webcomics make you have to pay to read the first chapter. Just slightly. Webcomics need to stop doing that too. Like, you make people pay to read the latest chapter, not the first. I'm talking about that specific webcomic. Stop it. Stop trying to Shanghai people into supporting your Patreon and just let people decide if they like it first.